one, which with the cartridges, basically for the Switch 2, you have shit like this where the red cartridge with the Switch 2, and then you have the now new information like the game itself is not included onto the game key card. So you have to download it before you can play it. Meaning you don't own your games, which that's stupid. That's fucked up, Nintendo. You don't own your games, and the cartridge is just a license. It's so terrible. But not just that. We have another thing. Fucking Nintendo has this thing where like they're gonna sell you Mario Kart for $80. I think physically, meaning you don't own the cartridge. You're getting a license, and you have to pay a fuck ton of money. And like it's $90 digitally, which no one wants to spend $100 on a game. This is so stupid. And like this is like the fucking thing with Nintendo. They probably have fans that are actually willing to buy it, but what I've seen with the live stream, everyone asking it to lower the price. And I even think the Switch 2 is pretty expensive. Even worse, since they're adding game chat, you're gonna get stupid fucking like bullshit. Like with game chat like a fucking $20 camera. Who wants to pay $20 for your rip-off Discord call and have your face on the freaking gameplay? That's like dumb as hell. The fuck?
So if you haven't heard, yesterday we had this thing called a Nintendo Direct where they showed So if you haven't heard, yesterday we had this thing called a Nintendo Direct where they showed this thing called the Switch 2.
Oh fuck no, not the camera. Not the camera. Get that shit out of here. $20 of nothing.
And at first, it was pretty great. It had hardware that people liked.
Yeah.
It had games that people
With freaking 236 gigabytes of storage.
liked, and overall, it was just an exciting time for Nintendo fans who have really been waiting for this console.
Yeah.
And then they showed the prices of the games.
Yeah, no.
Yes, Mario Kart World, the launch title for
Open World Mario Kart's fucking $80.
the Switch 2, is going to cost 80 American dollars. For the digital version, not the version
Yeah.
that comes with a physical cartridge. The digital version is $80. Before we continue about the price of the games, let's talk about the price of the console itself. This thing retails at $449 USD, and I said in a previous video before the Direct that I was hoping the console would be $400, but anything over $450 would be pushing it.
Yeah. That's gonna be pushing it. That's like way too expensive, especially in this fucking economy.
Of course, it's $449, so I can't really be upset about that when you look at other prices of consoles in the
Oh no. The fucking deluxe, like the deluxe version of the PS5 with the separate like disk drive.
market. I mean, this thing is reasonably priced, and what we end up spending the most money on over time is the games. So for the console itself, I'm actually not upset about this. But the game prices? Holy shit! $80 for the digital version of a base game is disgusting. No matter how you look at it or defend it or try to rationalize it, that is horrific.
Yeah.
I've heard every reason under the sun as to why this game is $80, because of inflation, because of the tariffs. Sure, even after we've accepted that as reality, why the fuck is Nintendo pricing a 3-year-old game with DLC?
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna play these fucking like versions of like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom just because it has like better audio. I'm just gonna buy the original version for cheaper.
At $80. Kirby and the Forgotten Land should be a $40 game by now, so if you add the enhancements and the DLC on top of it, it should be like $60 max for this. So people can defend Nintendo via the inflation and all that.
That's stupid, and that's just Nintendo cope from like Nintendo dick riders. So I don't trust their opinions at all. They are fucking secret agents. They're the Nintendo ninjas Atticus was warning us about.
That's fine, go ahead, but When you look at this, when you look at them pricing a 3-year-old game at full price, still $60, that has nothing to do with inflation. That's just pure greed. And they are offering this like upgrade pack where if you own the Switch game, you can get the enhanced version for a smaller fee. But for people who are going to be buying and playing this game for the very first time, they will be paying a ridiculous price. Like, that's the only way to say it. It's just ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure, like, it's because it's backwards compatible. You could literally just buy the original Switch version for cheaper. Especially, like, the enhancements don't even matter. Like, Kirby, yeah, it comes with an extra story, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. Just get the, like, older version.
And of course you have some people saying, well, it's only $10. Yeah, well, we said that when Tears of the Kingdom was $70, and now the games are $80, which means it's been a $20 increase since that time. So when it's only another $10, it's gonna be a $90 fucking game. With the cost of living in general being so high these days, this is actually a crushing blow.
Also, not to mention with game chat, it's like one of the most useless functions in a button. There's like a C button on the Switch that the fucking issue is that this button is entirely useless unless you pay the $20 subscription. Well, if you pay for Nintendo Switch Online, it's usable. But if you can't afford it, you can't even use it and might as well just use Discord or something. Because also, like, Game Chat isn't even new. Switch Online, like, the Switch Online app, I think, had it. Like, certain games. I don't know. But you might as well just use Discord. This is, like, so stupid.
To so many Nintendo fans who were looking forward to buying the console and Mario Kart at launch, and now realizing that they can't afford it. For me personally, the only way that I'm going to buy this at launch is if I can pre-order the bundle that has the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World for $500. Because that's the only way I see myself getting this game.
I'm waiting for it to be like Switch 2 games can be emulated. That's the only way I'm going to play Switch 2 games. I'm going to pirate them.
As that's the only reasonably priced option that I see for it. It's just a shame that all the excitement and joy and hype that the Switch 2 Direct provided was immediately destroyed by the pricing of the games. If you look at Nintendo discussions in general right now, this is all people are talking about, is how expensive Mario Kart World is going to be. So I'm not going to be surprised when people boycott this game, and like
I would agree with you. You should boycott this game. There's nothing important to it beyond it's an open world Mario Kart. You can probably get a different game for cheaper.
I said, the only way that I get it is if I get it in the bundle for $500 because it's priced as a $50 game. I will not spend $80 on a digital base game. That's ridiculous. And if you're still sitting there trying to defend all of this, just consider the fact that
That's a tech demo, you have to pay for that as well. That is so stupid and bullshit. Like, I'm not paying money to know how the Switch 2 works. It'd just be easier to watch a YouTube video.
Nintendo is charging real money for a tech demo on how to use the Switch 2. That's not inflation, guys. That's just fuckery.
That's just greed, dude. Nintendo saw what Sony was doing, and they wanted to do it worse. They wanted to be greedier than ever, and just thinking that their fans are retarded enough to blindly pay for it, which some of them are, but for the most part, they're not.
Go ahead and let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments. Feel free to vent, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are upset about this, and I just wanted to say, regardless, for all of the support during the Switch 2 stuff that's been happening, it's been amazing, and I'm truly appreciative of all of your guys' views and comments and subscriptions and hitting the like button. It's just been awesome, so thank you guys very much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Deuces!